Okay, apparently there's a lot of different portable monitors for gamers, but I think I found one for creators, and this one is it. So let's take a look. This video is brought to you by Asus ProArt P16, the ultimate creator laptop that doesn't just look good, but lets you bring the workstation performance anywhere. Professional 16-inch 4K OLED display, AMD Ryzen 9 AI CPU, and NVIDIA RTX 4070 GPU, and that's just the beginning. Go check out our whole playlist about this device and the full overview in the video description below. Thanks Asus ProArt for sponsoring this part of the video. By the way, if you want to check this monitor out, I'm going to leave the link in the description below. And while you're there, why don't you hit that like button? It actually makes a difference. Subscribe if you haven't already. There's a QR code for something on there. Okay. It's very, very light. And it already comes in a bag like that. We'll check that out in a minute. USB-C to USB-C cable, which is also video as well as power delivery. There's another white one, USB-C to USB-C. And we have one HDMI cable. And 4 screws, probably for the VESA mount. Oh, you've got your power brick. Looks like it is maximum of 30 watts. Alrighty. So there's a little stand on the back, so I can stand it up like that. So this is Magedock 16-inch portable monitor that is actually OLED. It's a 4K screen and a touchscreen. So basically, this guy here is the monitor that we have on the Asus ProArt P16, for example. 60 Hertz. I think this is literally the same screen that you have on the ProArt P16. So looking on the side, what are some of the ports that we have? Headphones port, I suppose. USB-C, HDMI, power, and then mini display port. On the other side, we only have some of the buttons for the menu of the actual monitor. I've got the Asus ProArt PZ13 on this side. So apparently there are 2 separate models of this monitor. There are the M and then the non-M model, the PI X9 and X9M. So I have the X9M, which doesn't actually support touchscreen support. It is just an OLED screen. The monitor actually has built-in speakers as well that go quite loud. Okay, so when I'm looking at these screens side by side, the OLED screen here actually goes very, very bright. Now, I really wish this was the touchscreen option, because I think having a touchscreen here would be really, really nice, but obviously it doesn't do that right now. But in terms of color brightness and color accuracy, this is amazing. By the way, when talking about color accuracy, this is rated at delta E less than 1, which means very, very color accurate. So the PZ13 on the side, as you can see, if you look at these pictures side by side, the color and the picture quality looks very much the same. And in terms of color space, this is 100% DCI-P 3-color gamut, which covers a wide range of colors, which is amazing. This screen is rated at 10 bits, but it's not full 10 bits. This is 8-bit plus FRC, which is kind of a fake 10-bit compared to the real 10-bit screens, what we have on the actual more expensive devices. The screen brightness is 400 nits, which is the same as what we have like on the ProArt PZ13 or P16. So this complements it very, very nicely. Now, the interesting thing is when you're plugging in the charger to the actual screen, you can charge your screen and laptop at the same time. Well, you can do it vice versa as well if you have 2 ports on your laptop. But in this case, I can actually just connect one cable to my laptop and I'm charging the laptop. But it only supports up to 100 watts, which is the usual for USB-C chargers. The aspect ratio is also 16:10. I'm telling you, this is the ProArt P16 screen. Although the ProArt screen is actually 10-bit, this is like a fake 10-bit. You do have screw holes on the back there for VESA mount as well. And I think this is a very interesting and amazing screen. Now, the only downside to what I can see right now is the price. I'm looking at the price right now, and the touchscreen version goes for $670. I mean, you check out the links in the description below, see if this is the same price when you're watching this. But for that amount, I think this is a little bit expensive. If you're thinking you've already cashed out maybe $2.5 grand for your ProArt P16, and then you have extra $700 for your screen. For portable, I think it's a little bit expensive, especially when we're looking at some of the competition like the Asus ProArt PA169CDV, which is an IPS panel, 4K and 15.6 inches, so not quite OLED, but it is Wacom EMR. The color accuracy is Delta is less than 2, so less color accurate as well, but it's Pantone validated. But then this kind of starts to make a little bit more sense because the Asus ProArt one goes for roughly around $1,000, which is a little bit insane. So in the unique market of a 16-inch OLED screen, touch screen as well, for $700, this has a very unique spot, and I'm liking it. If you want to check it out, the link is in the description below.